Yikes, what he said, totally agree. My back, it seems it's cured. It feels so limber. What the hell? All right, let's just leave this on screen for the next 2 hours. I'm just gonna pour some coffee while we watch this. Guys, feel free to clip this. Feel free to take this, make it your phone background, whatever you gotta do. I'm not gonna judge. Look at this guy. You guys think, I don't think his name is Ratatouille. That's a fun idea. No, it's Ratatouille. I have dubbed his name Ratatouille. And because Hercules, what's his movie called? And what's the name of the character in it? Hercules. So therefore, Mulan, what's her movie called? Therefore, his name is Ratatouille. Oh, that was a big hit. Okay. I saw the mistake as it happened. Oh, he went through our... see, I feel like we could have done it. However, the Nexus traps you. You shall remain in this world, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Damn. Alright, welcome to Demon Souls, right? Oh. There's no music even in the regular area now. That's weird. What happens if we teleport? Will it come back? No. The music is gone. The day the music died. Today. April 3rd, 2019.
And we get this ride rolling, I'll let you take her out anytime you want. Deal?
Check out nearby car wrecks and bring Hank 4 car parts. Very easy. Anna's saying, his neck!
I'm in.
Oh god, you're right.
You locate those parts, you know where to find me.
Oh, it's like somebody stretched. Oh god, it looks like he got his neck snaps backwards. Oh no. Let's just forget that guy exists, okay? And it's not a declaration of war because they were on our territory. They're not allowed to be there. This attack was justified by our sovereign defense needs, as are any hypothetical following ones. Yeah, so the idea of doing a thing where you accept that offer means that you think that they're not going to try to invade you in 10 turns, but you know what? I do think they're going to do that.
Careful, or things are going to get as ugly as you are.
We can only assume that your intentions are hostile, and we'll build our defenses accordingly. You do that. Sorry if that didn't work out. Oh! Speaking of monsters, this is the reading room! Get out of here! Didn't you listen to the sign? You gotta be quiet in here, okay? Quiet, I say! God, some people have no respect. Is this enough for 2 level ups? No. We need 12,000 more. Oh my god. It takes 41,000 for a level up now? What are these level up prices? Outrageous. Allow me to grant unto thee a single wish. Tell me, what is it that thou desire most? I wish I had a super powerful weapon. I wish I could enter a top level horse race. I wish I had a copy of the Ogler's Digest. I wish Gemma and I were married. I wish I could change Serena's hairstyle. Are these real? Could I actually wish for these things? Could I wish that Gemma and I were married? Doesn't Gemma get a say in that? What? What is this? What's going on here? Sora? I think he's having a coming of age, if you know what I'm saying. Uh-oh. Where'd Majima come from? He was in the garbage can! Oh, Majima, you are a treasure. Don't ever change, Majima. You're the greatest man who ever lived. I love you. We're about to lose all of our intoxication meter, right? 3, 2, 1, now! Oh. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy sober Kiryu. Oh, it didn't work. Wait. In 5. Okay, good. We did it! Well, that was weird. It went all the way down and it took a second. I wonder if Barbie is like Lara Croft. Like, she just has, like, she's some kind of independently wealthy, like, treasure hunter or something. And that's how she has all these, like, gigantic studies and, like, all these artifacts and everything. Like, who else has statues of poodles in their house?
Way to go, Barbie.
Lara Croft and Barbie. That's the only 2 people.
Raquel.
Oh. 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 Let's just enjoy this moment for a sec. Oh god, yes. Or maybe it's like if I'm doing one of those spinning, Oh! Look at that! I can ride my own ice! I'm Frozoning it, baby! There's loot down there. Aha! Armorer's repair kit. Whoa, Geralt, what are you doing? Geralt! Quit it! I'm not moving him. I'm not moving him. This is literally, I'm not touching the keyboard right now. Hold on, what if I don't touch the... Yeah, perfect. Geralt, that was strange. Don't do that to me, Geralt. Okay, here we go. 60-second timer. Most of what we need to do is just not crash the car and not hit any pedestrians or police cars. And also not hit any... Just don't hit anything. Stop! Alright, so we gotta wait for the coffin to come through. Then get it! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Hermit. Whoa.
How can I help?
Your beard is really freaking me out.
Anybody home?
Is this the guy? Is he in the car? Look, there's a leg there. Can I move the car? Oh my god!
Time to go home.
Somebody clip that! What just happened? Do what you gotta do though. Keep that storm away. And the doctor at bay, the dentist, and a storm a day keeps the dentist away. That's the saying. I love that Barbie has a globe that's literally colored pink and blue. Like, she got a globe, acquired one of these like old style spinning, you know, human-sized globes, and then she was like, no, Jeeves, you can't just get me a regular globe. You have to get this thing custom made, and then like sent it back, had somebody paint it pink and blue, and then she could use it. Cannot be seen with anything that is not pink. Display stats about military power. Enemy fleets. Okay, it says that I have higher military power actually. What kind of pirate ship is this? This is a terrible pirate ship. You found a hidden operation at the doctor's office. You can now rob the shop's side business. What? Whoa. But what if I just want to patronize the shop's side business? I want to know what the heck it is. He's selling cocaine right on his open shelf in the front. What the heck could his illicit business be? Kratos is a really smart guy. Hold on, watch. I press this button. Ah, look at me. I'm touching my face, drinking a coffee. Playing with my hair. Kirito's over there just doing his thing. Good job, Kirito. So I do save it a lot, but I don't like needlessly reload the save. That's where I draw the line. That's my ethics code of video games. Oh! Except right there where I accidentally fell off the ledge. Oh no. And there's like 5 wolves over here. Get out of here, wolves. I'm trying to fight centipedes. Oh god, no, Geralt! Wow, yabba dabba doo! Oh my god! Come on, baby, wait and see ya. I'm gonna go witcher surfing with me. Oh my god, that was very graceful. Whoa! Did they get mad at me? No. Surprisingly, no. Thank you, police officer. Really appreciate that. Maybe we could go here and then jump down to here. What the heck is going on with his one leg? Look at his right leg. It's like bent backwards. Oh, Drake, ew! Wait, this leg is normal. It's like, you know, against the wall. This leg. Oh, no, Drake! Oh, God. Oh, and his foot. Look at his foot. It's like bent 90 degrees backwards. I can't look at that. Watch him just die. If you don't know me, I've been guest hosting this episode. I am Explorer Nick. I have traveled the forests of the Sahara, and I have searched under the ocean for the lost city of Texas. And I have come here to search for the most dangerous game on Earth. Alien creatures and demons. And we're not even on Earth, so it's even more dangerous. Explorer Nick here. $2.50 bounty. What do they think I am? John D. Rockefeller? Wait, he wasn't born yet. What do they think I am? Nigel West Dickens? Wait, he wasn't born yet. What do they think I am? Some kind of rich guy? We got George saying, you work with what you have. Yeah, you know, sometimes if you're supervillaining on a budget, you can't go for the laser, you know? You're gonna get bankrupt before you even get to do your evil plan. So you gotta go with the buzzsaw, you know? Fire rocks. Ready? This is Amazon's thing. You plug it into your boulder at home, and you can watch cave paintings on it. It's called the Amazon Fire Rock. That's what they have it on the Flintstones. You may not have seen that episode. Ah! Damn it! Ah! Well, I should have known. I should have known. Uh-oh. Sorry. I'm trying to make the Kovskis like me. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan, guys. Stop shooting at me. You're ruining the plan. You don't even know about the plan, do you? Disgrace. Oh, so he is immune to my tongue. Never thought I'd have to say that sentence. It's easy to get to. Oh my god, we almost just went right off the freaking edge. Oh my god, I don't know what I thought was over there. Holy crap.
Guess they'll never learn.
Oh my god! That's an Assassin's Creed joke! I gotta screenshot that. Guys! That's an Assassin's Creed joke! It's Altair trying to jump into a hay bale and he messed it up. Oh my god. That is amazing. Oh my god, oh my god. Get up! Morgan! Everything fell off the damn horse. Morgan! What the hell? What'd I do? I tripped on a rock! Well, after all that, I found the objective. It's right here. New ones every time we go back to the base, so I always try to, like, see what they have around. Whoa! I'm walking on the computers! Look at me! I'm a computer man! Get away! This guy's chasing me. Don't you see that I have an Uzi? This guy is the bravest stick-up man ever. Because unarmed, he attempts to chase me for like 5 city blocks while I'm holding an Uzi. This guy is like me when I play Apex Legends and I don't have a gun and the other guy does and I try to punch them. You know, it doesn't end well for me in Apex Legends. And it doesn't end well for you either, guy. He's getting shot. Horse. There you are. Ah, there's a dead horse. I thought that was you for a sec. I was scared. But now I'm happy again. This is my horse! This is literally the cowboy version of the song, Do You Like Pina Colada? Where they both are trying to cheat on their spouse and then they find out the spouse is the one they're cheating with. Except with horses and cowboys. So basically the same thing. Oh, he ate me. Oh no. No, 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 no. Get off, get off, get off. Okay, good. Sassy Wolf saying, this is strange. What, you never played a rigged slot machine before? I'll tell you, that's the secret to gambling. You gotta play the rigged ones. You can't play the regular old dumb gambling games. Why bother playing if it ain't rigged, right? Oh god, oh god! Die! How many shots can you take? Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick live stream. We're going to be playing more of The Witcher 3 today. And we have surprisingly few missions in front of us. We've cleared out most of them. Guys, if you don't know the channel, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, which means I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 7 concurrent gameplay series going, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you see at any point today, don't forget to hit that follow button up there. Now, guys, we're going to jump into it. Let's do it. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to another Voice of Nick show. We're going to be playing more Witcher 3. And right now it looks like we're doing the Tufo monster mission, so we're going to kind of head down to the cellars. Got to wait until darkness, though. It's 9:30 a.m. in the game. Pretty sure that doesn't qualify. Let's give it our best shot. It looks like we're doing the Tufo.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
After dark. Let's just call it straight midnight. Let's not mess around.
To our domains, flout its writ and rot in chains.
Oh, the Witcher as an old man one is
Well,
done.
will you stay long?
But let's do the other one first, Tufo Monster. So treasure hunt, we're done with everything in Toussaint. That's good. We don't care about these blueprints. What the heck? Oh, there we go.
All right, let's look around. Rats. Not known to kidnap farmhands. What the?
Wow, okay. Let's keep looking. Tufo Vineyard work schedule. Recapitulation. This past half-fortnight, I was forced to reassign 3 workmen to cleaning up the damage caused by the Earth's strange trembling, a fact which significantly slowed work on the vines. Sophie remains in confinement and will not be able to work for some time, and later her effectiveness will be hindered by the presence of the child. Jean-Luc did not even report to work today, with no warning and no excuse. When he finally does show, I shall have to have a serious talk with him. Stock-taking summary. The last tremors damaged several bottles and knocked over several wine barrels, whose subsequent rolling wreaked further havoc. Among the losses, 12 bottles of the 1263 vintage, 9 bottles of the 1244 vintage, 17 bottles of the 1265 vintage, 9 bottles of the 1267 vintage, 7 bottles of the 1271 vintage. In addition, 2 barrels of wine in the maturing process burst and split. The losses following this tremor proved greater than those after the previous one. These tremors shall be the ruin of me.
Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? A tunnel?
Seems dangerous to
That's better.
blow a hole in the wall when there's clear structural problems.
Kicky Morse?
I don't see how Kiki Morse would make the thing, the earth shake like that, though.
Goes on and on this tunnel. Come on down.
The ground here is like making it so I can't really walk properly. He's getting stuck on rocks and stuff. So I want to take a look at what's over here first. Looks like this is another entrance to that area.
Show me what you got.
Boom. So we're outside the search zone now. Alright, so let's see if there's a another, well, I guess this other area is the other entrance. So we'll go down this way. Thank you to Chuckster for the host.
Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
Oh man, the spell will not change properly. Uh-oh, that's a big boy. This is bad. We gotta get aggressive here.
Getting more interesting by the minute.
Okay, wow. Welcome Peer-to-Beer to the show. Let's get an exclamation mark on it for Peer-to-Beer, China. What are you up to today, Peer-to-Beer? Here we go. Back in the cave. Oh, this is a thing.
Cracked Kikimore eggs. Something's been feeding on them. No Kikimore dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws. Kikimore eggs. Should destroy them before the young hatch. Start prowling the vineyard. Damn it. Young could hatch any minute.
Ooh.
Water coursing. underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores. It is big. Very big. Won't burn anything else here. Last one back to the surface.
Oh, so we actually didn't find the monster here. Interesting. Pure Beer bought some new sandals and put warm closed shoes into storage. Cool. Getting ready for the summertime, I guess. I've never been one to wear sandals. I don't like the feeling of my feet not being covered.
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few Kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Hear you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built. Hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
Damn, I don't like this guy.
Please, find Jean-Luc.
Perhaps I can turn these tunnels into an extended cellar.
You were saying, do you wear more summery sports shoes or Crocs with socks? No, I just wear the same shoes in all seasons. Skateboard shoes. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy who wears one pair of shoes, who owns one pair of shoes. I recently finally bought an actual pair of like athletic shoes because I had a problem with my Achilles tendon and it was recommended that I wear those. But otherwise, yeah, it'll be like I wear one pair of shoes for like 2 years and then they literally start falling apart and then I buy another one. I focus on my appearance in other aspects, but really I've never worried about shoes at all. How about you, Pure Beer? What's your shoe count? What's your strategy? Switching to sandals in summer, it sounds like.
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here. Footprints. 2 sets. Good vintage. Must have been a special occasion. Someone had a picnic. Or something. Tracks split. Woman turned back here. Man kept going.
It sounded like that lady was infatuated with Jean-Luc. Thank you, Mickey Mouse, for the host.
Piece of carapace, horned gray shell.
Uh-oh.
Blood, human. Claw marks, straight, dull, perfect for digging. Large, deep tracks. Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is Shaelmar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that.
It seems as if he may be a Shaelmar. Like a transforming Shaelmar?
Trail leads to that cave. Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Might want to look around some.
Oh, it's the cave with the Witcher stuff. So we've already explored it, we know that. That means all we gotta do is the mission.
Whoa, Shaelmar's close. Shaelmar droppings. Grubs that feed on them are a delicacy to giant centipedes.
Beer focuses on comfort. You have a pair of cheap slippers, winter shoes, old suit shoes, and sandals, so 4. If I have any more, they're in the Netherlands. Okay, yeah, it sounds like a well-rounded... I guess I also own, like, shoes with a capital S, like, for a suit. But I've recently taken to, like if you go to a wedding or something, I'll actually just wear, like, black sneakers. Because you're going to get up and, you know, be active and stuff anyway. I don't know. It's something of a faux pas, but it's kind of one of those things that, like, everybody's going to end up wanting sneakers anyway, so I'll just cut out the middleman.
Shaelmar's lair. Gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here.
Collect blood from the body in the cave. Oh, there's one.
Fresh corpse. Must be Jean-Luc. Crushed ribs, cracked skull. Shaelmar did this. No two ways about it. Silver pendant. A lock of hair inside. Same color as Madame de Bourbeau's. Highly decayed, partly eaten. Been lying here a while.
Alright, so now we want to brew this stuff.
Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave.
Spread the bait in the tunnels. How do I spread it? Maybe it's just the usage of a potion? Where does it actually show up? Is this it? Yeah, okay. Good thing I didn't go through every single one of my... Okay.
Ugh, that stench. Shaelmar will be here any minute. Come on, show me your claws. That stench.
Yowza. Not doing any damage on this guy. Thank you, Peter Bear, for the hearts. Alright, so I think it's going to be a matter of forcing him to hit a wall. Yeah, that's the only way to get him to show his underside. Classic berserker type mission. Make the heavy guy run into a wall, and then you hit him. Yeah. Oh, almost. He's gonna die of bleeding damage. Oh, he didn't. That would have been nice. Got him!
Now just gotta chop off its head and go get my reward.
Good stuff. Peter saying, I hardly go to weddings. I'm more of a casual guest to use normal shoes. Okay. Meet Computer coming in. Welcome Meet Computer into the stream. And coming in with the 100 cheer. Thank you to Me Computer for the cheer. Let's get a cheer message in that chat. And a new voice, unique voice. How about this one? My name is Shelmar Samson. I have hair that's 10 trillion years long. It's measured in years because it would take that long to count how long my hair is. So I don't bother measuring it in distance anymore. If you cut it off, it'll really hurt me because I got nerve endings in my hair. So please don't do that. I'd really appreciate it. Also, I'm a rock monster guy. That's Shelmar Samson. He's got really long hair. Shelmar Samson. Good stuff. Me Computer, welcome on into the stream. Thank you for the cheer. Anybody who cheers over 50 on the channel gets a Voice of Nick voice straight from the wiki as their shout out. Anyone here cheers over 100 gets to summon a brand new Voice of Nick voice straight from the depths of the Nickiverse. Verse. Welcome on in, Me Computer. Thank you for the cheer. It's highly appreciated. You're now on top of the cheer leaderboards. First place, Me Computer with 100 cheer. That is a purple level cheer. Thank you to Me Computer. It is very highly appreciated. Fury Forge coming in with the raid as well. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to Meme Lord. Welcome to Fury Forge. Welcome to QWTZ. Welcome to Lolabeat. Welcome on in, ladies and gents. Anybody who hasn't checked out Fury Forge's channel, make sure you do so. Let's get a shout out in there for Fury Forge. What were you playing today? Playing Bioshock. Nice. One of my favorite video games. How are you enjoying Bioshock? Is it your first time playing? What do you think of the game? Either way, I hope you had a fantastic stream. Anybody who doesn't know this channel, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, which means I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 7 concurrent gameplay series going now, including the game we're playing at this very moment, The Witcher 3. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sharing your community with us. It's very much appreciated. Fury Forge saying it's one of my favorites as well. I played it when it came out, but not really since then. Reminiscing. Yeah, same. I was like super duper on the hype train for Bioshock. I watched like every single pre-release, you know, tech demo thing that they did. I watched that trailer, the CGI trailer that like Andrew Ryan was narrating like a million times. I thought Ken Levine's like demo thing that he did where he like, it was that one where actually Bioshock and Infinite both had those like target demos that they showed, which didn't actually end up being in the game. It was like a bunch of content that they like wanted to represent the game. I watched those like a million times. I was so obsessed with them. This was back in the heady days of 2006 leading up to 2007, which 07 was probably the most exciting year in the history of modern video games. Lullaby saying, how far are you in the game? We've been playing for roughly 220 hours at this point, Witcher 3. I'm very much enjoying it. Yeah, this game is super good. Okay, so we have to put the... I wonder what the Shelmar head looks like on our horse. It's probably just going to be in a bag. Let's take a look here. What's everybody's plans for this upcoming week? A whole week of stuff going on. What's everyone binging? What's everyone ordering as takeout? What's everybody playing? This looks like... Oh, it is a Shelmar head. Look at that. But I'm not going to use it because I want my bonus gold. I don't really care about gold at this point. I'm going to use this thing. There you go. Fury saying, gigantic games, going to take years. Yeah, we've been doing a Witcher series playthrough since, I think, 2018. We did all of Witcher 1 and all of the Witcher 1 DLC. Did Witcher 2. We did the Witcher 2 comic book, like as a dramatic reading, and then we are now doing the Witcher 3. Witcher 3 itself has probably taken over a year for us so far, but there's no rush for it. Oh. Yeah, Lullaby, let me get you unbanned there.
Move it.
We have protections on our stream for people who have not been here long trying to say certain targeted words. No issue on your part. Is obviously, as a channel that focuses a lot on enjoying the storyline of a game, there are certain words we don't permit you to guess what that word might be, but if you privately think in your head, there are certain words we don't like people to say if they have not been here for longer than a certain amount of time.
Is it not evident I'm busy? The wall. Fix it by the end of the day.
Monsieur de Bourbeau, can we talk?
You'd best be bearing good news. Get on with it.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him that.
Got rid of the beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelma? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Huh? Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth. There. Your reward.
As for Jean-Luc, afraid he's dead. Sorry.
Who? Oh, him. Trivial as losses go. I shall soon find another to take his place.
Right. After all, he is just a peasant. Not a monsieur de blah blue blah. So long.
Damn, I hate this guy.
Folks say some large armored foe tunnels beneath the foundations. It's why things are toppling.
A blind giant, this damn beast. Meandered all about.
Quite a bit of stone and brickwork awaits.
That it does.
I like how they had to build back up the wall that Geralt knocked down with his magic. Me Computer saying what other games are we playing right now? The games list in here, you can take a look. We have a few pretty big playthroughs going. I usually try not to play more than one gigantic open world RPG at the same time, but we're playing multiple, which is causing a bit of a standstill on the games list. No problem there, but it's been the same for a long time. Witcher 3 has been going for over a year. Xenoblade Chronicles X, we're about 70 hours into that one. We're playing the Japanese version of Phantasy Star Online 2, and in Japanese, which is to say that there's no English written or spoken in the entire game. That's more of a learning experience for us, using that to translate. Borderlands 2, we're, I would say, maybe 50 or 60 hours in. We're almost done with XCOM Enemy Unknown. We're still playing that one. And we got some more ones on there. We have 7 total playthrough series going. What are you playing at the moment, Me Computer? Let's actually go to our missions list here. Okay, what we want to do, the only other mission we have right now is to see the painting. And for some reason we still can't, we don't have enough books to give to that guy. It must have been that I like got rid of one of the books, because I'm pretty sure I have every book. Or at least every book I can think of. Get up there. Alright, have it your way, Roach. There it is.
What happened to your head?
Me Computer is playing in the garden. Nice. That's a good activity while you're hanging out at home. I saw this advertisement on Instagram. I don't know if it's true, or maybe it's a thing only if you've never had Postmates before and it's like a first-time offer. But I saw that McDonald's is offering $100 in delivery credit on Postmates with some kind of promo code that they have. And that's pretty insane. $100 in delivery credit. I can't imagine that being a real thing. But if it's true, I'm getting myself some French fries. Okay, but we want to go here, yeah.
I think I'm catching something. The beast. Killer from the north, they say. What? With no lads brave enough? Of course we have. But bravery's not enough. Beast.
How are you enjoying The Witcher 3 Fury Forged? I think it's just a revelation. I think it's so well done. And these DLCs that we're playing are really... I haven't played the other DLC yet. This is actually the second of the two that I started by accident because I thought it was the first one. But it's so good. Like, this content is possibly even better than what's in the base game, which is saying a heck of a lot because I love the base game. I've read every single in-game novel that they have. Like, there's so much content. For a person like me, it is just what the doctor ordered. QWTZ saying Witcher 3 is phenomenal. I took a big break. Now it's kind of hard for me to get back into it. But I'll finish the last DLC one day. Yeah, we're working on, I guess this is the last DLC, but it's the first of the two for us. But yeah, it's like a big undertaking. Because I was a big Witcher fan. You know, like I played Witcher 1 and 2 when they came out, and then I was like super pumped in 2015 when Witcher 3 was coming out. And, you know, I obviously like bought it on day one. I was playing it, I was loving it. And it was the same thing where, like, I think another game probably came out at the time, and I started playing that as well. And then it was long enough since I had played Witcher 3 that I didn't want to jump back into it. So I was like, if I'm ever going to play this, I got to play the game over again. But I was already like 60 hours in. I was like, I don't want to restart the whole thing. But then when I started streaming, I was like, oh, okay, it's a perfect excuse. I'll play all the Witcher games again on stream. It's been long enough. And so then, yeah, we sort of started on our adventure of all the Witcher games just to get to The Witcher 3 so I could play this game fully. And I'm certainly enjoying, I'm glad I did it, because I love all these games, they're so good.
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
It's nice. Shows a lot of imagination. Don't recall undressing before posing, though. Some of the other details are a bit off, too.
Well, the imagination is an artist's chief tool.
Heard the same from a certain poet. He embellishes and invents chiefly.
Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
1,000? Alright.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento, though I'd hardly call the price a bargain.
Indeed. Few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
All right. least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
It's the final thing we needed as a homeowner, is our own artwork of ourselves. Now, if only we had a fireplace to hang it over.
I can only speak through my paintings.
QWTZ saying it's a good incentive to start playing it again. How many hours would you say that you... Well, I guess you're on the second DLC, so you're pretty far through it. I'm sure if you pick it back up, it'll be like riding a bike, you know? Because you played a lot more of the game than I had when I stopped. So it's probably like more ingrained into your memory. So we're gonna ride back to Corvo Bianco and put this painting up over the fireplace somewhere. I've always wanted to have a painting of myself, or me and my brother live in a house together, so of me and my brother, maybe, of our household. The two of us, like, posing, in a chair, like, very elegantly over a fireplace. Gotta have, like an oil painting, not like maybe a photograph, but probably an oil painting. It makes it more distinguished. Other thing I want, a study. Never had, never seen a study in real life, except in like businesses, or like a bar, fancy bar or something. I've never been to someone's house who has a study, but I would like to own a study one day in a home, potentially with a bookcase that if you pull one of the books it opens up into a secret room, but that's negotiable. It's kind of tough to find houses that do that these days.
They fought like two cats in a bag.
One of the bucket list items that I have checked off is that I actually have an office now, in the sense of like a home office. So like there's a distinct room in my apartment because one of my roommates moved out and I took over his rent and then made it into an office. So it's like a distinct room, doesn't have a bed in it, don't do anything in there except work. It's actually this room that I'm in right now. And if I'm in here, I'm in my office. Like, feel very adult saying that, being able to say like I'm in my office. QWTZ saying it's like 80 hours. Oh, it says 50, but you're pretty sure it's like 80 because you played it without internet. Yeah, I guess there's no need for internet with this game, so that makes sense. Yeah, so you'd probably have an easier time like jumping right back in. Alright, so where's the best spot to put this picture? Maybe right here, because you'll see it right when you walk in. Where's the Geralt picture? Oh, we can put the shields up. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder where I would put that one. Oh, maybe we'll put the Rivia shield here. Yeah, look at that. This is the Rivian special. Okay, can't change that one. I would like to put up this Van Rohe painting. So there was, I guess, no there was no painting of what's it called? Or rather, there was no trophy for the horse race, because we haven't, I'm pretty sure we completed all the horse races. Also, I love that this is just a straight up, white tree of Gondor. Good stuff. This one will be... Actually, we'll keep this same one here. I like that picture. QWTZ saying, it doesn't help that I've got plenty of other games to play. I know, that's the thing with video games. It's hard to stay on one game. That's why on stream, I used to stream like where I would just play one game at a time. And then it became like, well, that's not how I really play games. Because like I'm the same way, where it's like when I have multiple... I want to be playing things based on my mood. So now we play like somewhere between like 7 and 10 games at a time, and then every time I go live it'll just be something different, because yeah, I get like antsy when it's like, okay, I don't want to I could never commit 200 hours to this game while I'm not playing something else at the same time. It would just be too much for me. Okay, we don't have enough of these books. I wonder if there's an indicator on the map for this. No, see, yeah, this just shows us where the guy is. Oh, I would like to do this thing though. Alright, well, right now we're gonna go to this. I forgot about that monster in Skellige that was like so powerful we couldn't kill him. But I'm sure now if we went to him he'd be like trivial.
Hey there.
QWTZ saying I got back into it very briefly when the Witcher series came out, but a lot of other games got some updates that took my attention. Yeah, and it's tough because there's only 8 episodes of the show, so you probably watched it really fast, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm done with Witcher stuff now. Although, having said that, I'm still not done with the show. I enjoyed what I saw of it. I've seen, I think, 4 episodes, and I really liked what they did with it. I like how they combined, because the first short story collection book doesn't really have, they're not like stitched together, the stories, and they're not playing out in concurrently. But the Witcher show does kind of like what the Two Towers Lord of the Rings movie does, where like, despite the fact that Frodo's story is completely separate, you know, it plays out Aragorn's story for Two Towers and then Frodo's story very much like separated. In the Witcher show and in the Two Towers, they intercut them all together so that they're like, you know, trying to assemble like a chronological series of events, and I think it makes it a lot more exciting. They actually, I thought, made some really good adaptational choices in there. I'm glad, it's cool that they didn't really base it on the games as well. Like, there's no hint of game-related stuff. It's all book stuff, which I like. QWTZ likes medieval fantasy. Never got into 1 and 2, so you gobbled the series up within a few days. Oh, you never played Witcher 1 and 2? Oh, I highly recommend those. The Witcher 1 and 2 are totally different video games. Like, they're almost different genres from Witcher 3. I always describe it as like Witcher 1 is Knights of the Old Republic equivalent. Witcher 2 is like Mass Effect, and then Witcher 3 is like Skyrim. If you want like one game to compare them to. They're like totally different gameplay styles and everything. But they're all 10 out of 10s. Love them. Who am I fighting? Oh, they're up here. There we go. KWTZ saying I do own the game, so I might give them a spin one day. There you go. Yeah, they're burning a hole in that backlog. Someday it's gonna boil over. You're gonna have to play it, and you won't regret it.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Wait, did I just get a painting for that? How did that work? Aretuza Tower at sundown? Oh, it's just showing me a picture of the painting. I think that's just one of the pictures I took down from my house. I wonder why it said I was supposed to read it. Oh, there's Nickbot posting the channel trailer. Good stuff. That's a new feature for him. I was like, what's this video in the chat? QW saying, I like to get 100% achievements, so that makes it difficult. Or it takes a little bit of my attention. Oh, damn. Yeah, I've never been into like 100%ing games. Back when achievements came out, maybe like 2005 to 7, I was really pretty big into it on the 360. But after that, I kind of like stopped. It was just too much. I felt like I wasn't enjoying games anymore because I was like focused too much on just like the rote aspect of it. But there were some games that had really... I remember Dead Rising had like really excellent achievement design because they would like space out in such a way that you'd always end up like popping an achievement, but it's not just for like completing parts of the story. It would be for like random stuff that you just do by playing the game. Like, oh, put 10 masks on a zombie or something. I always liked that one. Furious saying I like to complete the game too, but it's going to take me forever because too many games. Yeah, that's what we call this channel, the never-ending backlog of video games is what we're working through. Because I just, you know, I've had Steam since Steam started to exist, so that would be 16 years ago, 2004. I got Steam because Half-Life 2 forced me to install Steam. And ever since then, I've been buying games on sales. I don't have any subscriptions to any of those services that give you games. I just literally buy them on, you know, summer and winter sales for the last 16 years. I totally know that feeling. Why does this have like a photorealistic... Katerine Varika, the loveliest red-headed creature ever to walk upon Beauclair's soil. Why does that one have a painting on it? And how does the painting not get weathered? QW saying it's quite recent I'm gunning for 100%, but I do enjoy it. Nice, I'm glad you're liking it. Yeah, I didn't mean to say like that you shouldn't do it, but for me, I didn't have the stomach for it. I did 100% Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes as well as the Phantom Pain. But those two I sort of formed a love-hate relationship with by the end, despite the fact that Metal Gear Solid is my all-time favorite franchise. Because like by 100%ing it, you gain an appreciation for the content that they've created and a lot of the secret stuff that they put in. But sometimes there are things you have to do to get it that becomes so annoying to get that you start to hate the process of doing it. So there's like parts that make you appreciate it more and parts that make you appreciate it less, I feel like.
What now, you piece of filth?
Kiki Moors. That vittler out here.
Yeah, but I tend to be pretty complete in the way I play games. I just don't like 100% them on purpose, I guess. Yeah, like in this game in particular, and in all games, like I read every single book that they have out loud on stream. So like all of these, number one, I get them all, and number two, I read them all. So you can see all of these are read, and not in the sense that I like opened it and closed it so it marks as read, but like dramatic reading on the show. Because that's the part that's interesting to me in video games, is like the world building that they do outside the game itself.
Some stench.
So I certainly understand.
Need to incinerate these to ash.
Understand your feelings on completeness. Why does it keep saying I got the Aretusa thing? Whoa, how do you get me with that? I dodged. That's it. QW saying that's a lot. It would be daunting if I was looking at it like, and I knew how many books there were at the beginning of the game. But like, I'm always excited when I get a new book. I think it's fun. And there's so much good little tidbits in the books too. Like, they're not just boring. A lot of them have great Easter eggs and stuff in them. References and stuff. Oh yeah, give me all that. I can't get up there. I want whatever's in that box. There we go. Leather straps.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
So, it says the mission is that way. Uh-oh, damn it.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it. Just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Oh!
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Ooh, cool. Alright, stand by.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Dettlaff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible. As my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cirilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. All right. Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say. But I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer. To find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived, entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Oh, read the bestiary to learn more. Okay. That's what we'll do first then. That was a great sequence right there. I love these moments where Geralt just has like an intimate moment with one of, his friends in the series. Kind of reminded me of the part when we were drinking with the other Witchers back at Kaer Morhen. QWTZ saying spoons! Yeah, I'd like to think that in that house they're just watching The Room. I went to a midnight screening of The Room a little while back, and they have this aspect where, like, whenever you see the spoon poster on the wall, everybody throws spoons at the screen. So maybe the Spotted White is just a big Tommy Wiseau fan. QWTZ coming in with the follow as well. Thank you so much for the follow. Let's get a hype in there for our newest member. Take these 20 meatballs that you get for following, use it to buy yourself your very own spoon. You can become a Spotted White if you so choose. Enjoy your spoon and enjoy your time in the Meatball Marauders. You can type !meatballs in the chat if you want to check your channel currency of meatballs, as well as your channel ranking, which is based on how many meatballs you have. Welcome on in. And with that, guys, with that very entertaining cutscene sequence, a lot of story meat on that bone right there, we're going to call that a show. Thank you, everybody, for joining. The Witcher 3 is the game of the day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Now, if you don't know the channel, to anybody out there, it is called The Voice of Nick. On here, I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, which means I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. If you want to see more of the channel, don't forget to hit that follow button, just like QWTZ did. And guys, I will see you on the next show. Let's see if we can find somebody real quick to raid. I'm actually, I gotta get out of here. I have, I was supposed to do something at 4, but let's see if we can find somebody to drop us all off with. Who is playing a game or doing a thing right now? Let's go say hello to our friend Sam Van Dane. Sam Van Dane's playing Mount and Blade right now, so that's kind of Witcher-esque. It's got mounts, it's got blades, close enough. Guys, I'll see you in there. Sam Van Dane's fun though. Let's post that raid message when we get into the chat. So copy down this raid message you see in there, or if you can't copy, you can post the alternate one that's right below it. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.